This is Karen Tully, and we are at the meeting today for the Republican women of Baltimore County, and we have Representative Harris, who gave a wonderful presentation, and I wanted to do a little scenario of today. What do you think the danger of mail-in ballots are?
Sure. Look, we need to have absentee ballots. We've had them for years, but when you start mailing ballots out to everybody from a faulty voter list, that is just ripe for fraud. It's exactly the fraud that we're seeing in some parts around the country now. We always need absentee ballots, but we should never have universal mail-in ballots.
I don't think people realize with the universal mail-in ballots, they're mailing out, I guess, hundreds, millions of these ballots, just mailing them to people's homes.
That's right. That's what we did in the primary here. And, it was the primary election, so some people say, okay, maybe for a primary it's all right, but for a general election, we didn't have it here. You had to respond to get it. That's the way it should be. And even then, the problem with mail-in ballots is you have to validate them at the time they're opened. A Republican and a Democrat have to be there to agree that that's a valid ballot, because I think that's what didn't occur in Detroit and Milwaukee and Philadelphia and Carson and Nevada, but you have to do that.
Okay. A second question is, I know that you are a physician, and what is your opinion on how President Trump handled the vaccines?
This is tremendous. This is something that is historic. The fact of the matter is the president ordered the bureaucracy to cut all the red tape to save the lives of, literally it's going to be hundreds of thousands of Americans, by delivering a vaccine in half the time that the, quote, experts said it could be done. The fact of the matter is, in 10 months, we're going to go from first knowing about this disease to actually having an approved vaccine, and that's just tremendous. And the world owes a debt of gratitude to President Trump for that.
And then the final question is, I hope most Americans realize how important this election is runoff down in Georgia. Could you tell us how we could help with that particular election?
Sure. Look, all the chips are on the table. We have to retain at least one, hopefully both of those seats. Otherwise, Chuck Schumer's in charge of the Senate, Nancy Pelosi in charge of the House. That isn't good. So each and every person who's listening to this, if you can go down to Georgia, we need people to go to Georgia, be on the ground, watch those ballots being opened, contact those voters, Republican voters, make sure they get out to vote. And if you can't go to Georgia, then make phone calls from here, write postcards, do whatever you can so that we keep those 2 Senate seats.
Representative Harris, where would we contact? Who would we contact? I think you told me before, mdgop.org in order to volunteer?
That's right. So the Maryland Republican Party is going to be the clearinghouse for what Marylanders can do to help in Georgia. So go to mdgop.org, contact them. They should be able to put you in touch with what you can do to help us in Georgia.
Well, thank you so much. You're very well liked, and we hope to hear more of your policies, and thanks for helping Maryland.
Thank you.